This is the Nightwolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at Rainbow High Costume Ball Robin Sterling. This was a Walmart exclusive series of dolls that included 3 Rainbow High and 3 Shadow High characters. The Shadow High characters had all been original, and the Rainbow High ones were all already existing characters but in new forms. We've got the box art here. Looks absolutely gorgeous on the box, I'm not going to lie. Like, all 3 of these characters look really good back here. Blair, Violet, and Robin. And their costumes are just kind of amazing back here. Okay, so Violet's is a little bland and boring. Trying to do the Catwoman from the Batman Returns movie, more or less. But anyway, we can open it up and we get to see Robin in her glory. Get a little quirk about her here. Robin Sterling needs no excuse for a photo op. She's been planning her glamorous costume and dramatic entrance to the Rainbow Vision costume ball for months. And that's where we go wrong. But let's get her open first before we go over that kind of stuff. And I probably should have pre-cut the tape. But I've already started this video 4 other times, so I'm just going to go with it. Here we have Robin in her box. And we gotta go ahead and release her from her imprisonment. And parts of the dress are, of course, tagged down with those stupid little plastic tabby things that I hate so much. Of course, we got to be careful because we don't want to cut anything important. Although with her hair braided like this, it's easier to keep it out of the way when you're trying to cut her loose. So that's a bonus at least. And she is still attached at the hand. Let's go ahead and slide her stand out. And let's not forget the comb that, since she's got braided hair, is pretty much useless. And they taped the stand inside of the box. And we have the little useless invitation. Let's put the stand together real fast. Or really slow, as the case may be. And of course, oh my gosh, they've got her hand sewn to her dress in this case. That's obnoxious. Well, at least we can... Oh, and a tab. And they must really hate me. I'll go ahead and release this from the plastic also. Alright. And her hair is rubber banded to her arm. That we can take care of a little bit easier. Okay. So, I wonder if I can... Okay. There we go. We got that out of there. So, based on the box art, I actually really like the design of this doll. But the follow-through they did wasn't quite as good as the box art. So, on the box art, you can see where the spider web on her dress, the center of it here is the ring, and then it goes outward from there, and it looks really nice here. But apparently that was too difficult to do in mass production, I'm assuming, because they put the center of it just right here. So it no longer follows this pattern, which this looks great. And it makes sense too, with having the little ring there as the centerpiece. So I don't know exactly if that's the reason for it, that it's just that they couldn't get it to line up properly doing it that way, or if it's just literally, you know, they just didn't give a crap when they made that. But this, honestly, I think it really hurts the doll because that does look so much better than this and makes more sense. It's kind of boring at the top now. So with this doll, she's got, of course, the kind of the mermaid tail spider web thing on the bottom. Pencil line skirt with the out flare there. Let's go ahead and take a closer look, though. These were other dolls that were kind of a pain to try to find good makeup on because they are so detailed in the makeup. And this is the best Robin I saw. She was also on clearance. Um, Her and Violet's were the last two dolls that I didn't have in this line, and I waited for clearance on them. But overall, she's got beautiful, beautiful face made up here. And I'm glad I was able to find a good one, especially once the clearance prices started. Although, you may have to just like take your Walmart app and scan the doll in to see what the price is because the tags all had them at the original $37.98 price. But when I scanned her in, she came up at 27. So, or well, okay, she actually had her tag on it. It's Violet's doll that actually scanned up as 27 when she was marked as 37 on her thing. She, of course, like the rest of the dolls in the line so far, has the embedded jewelry. In this case, this is one of the issues that I've had with this kind of concept because the silver is all over the place on her hand. And I don't think it's supposed to be going off over there like that. And then we go, of course. This is another one where it looks like a lot of the paint kind of went wild and is sitting on her fingers. Her nails, of course, are done in multiple colors, which is pretty impressive. And I kind of wonder how they do the tempo on that. But we've got like the blue and the white striping. Again, I think it's supposed to have more of a spiderweb look to it. But I couldn't tell you for sure because, frankly, I can't see it that well. Need a microscope to get a better look at that. She, of course, has shoes that have actual strings on them. As much as I do like the looks of those, it's such a pain in the butt to try to get them on there right because when you have them like this, you really want them to try to climb up the legs more, which is probably what they were thinking with this design. But that is a pretty gorgeous pair of heels, and you can see they have a little silver spider on the inside of them. Hopefully that's fake and that she didn't put a real spider in there. Each side of her head has 4 braids. I'm going to go with they did that again to kind of represent the 8 spider legs. And in a lot of cases with some of these dolls, a lot of times one of the things that have made like Rainbow High and Shadow High really nice is that they still have their costumes and clothing in different parts so you can do some more mix and matching. I don't think they did that with this because it looks like the lace or mesh outer part is part of the regular one. Oh, well, look at that. There's actually a chain here to use to be the shoulder strap, apparently. Not that you can really see it normally. I didn't even know that was there until just now. The lace really covers it well. So It looks pretty cool. I do like that. So, like I said, if they had actually done the spiderweb design the way it was on the box, I would absolutely love this doll. But that failure there to be able to carry the design over to the actual doll itself, I think does hurt the look of it. As far as the articulation go, her head's on the standard kind of ball joint. Her shoulders move around and up and down. She's got a single joint at the elbow. Her hand spins and has kind of an in and out hinge to it. Her legs are going to be very hindered by the tightness of her dress. So she does still have, though, the double jointed knees. And you got to be careful because the seam of the dress down here at the bottom can get caught in the knee when you're moving it. We still have the thigh swivel. And we would need to fully strip her in order to actually see all of her articulation. But it is standard shadow high, rainbow high articulation, so we don't really need to go that far. Besides, trying to get her dress off, I think, is going to be a pain in the butt. Like I said, overall, I do like the design of this doll, aside from the way they did the lace and embroidery on the dress. Um, I really do think it's a failure of them not to have been able to have the center of the web up at the loop that connects the top and the bottom of the dress. I wonder if we can get her in that pose. I mean, the arms are easy enough. The legs, on the other hand, looks like. Well, that's about as close as we're going to get, I think. Because you can't really move the thigh in. So anyway, this is our look at the Robin Sterling doll for Rainbow Highest Costume Ball. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace and love, everyone. Peace and love.